Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fantasy God Tournament special episode of the JoJo Show.
We're back.
We're back. Had a week off. Still no JoJo episode. We're still waiting for the brokenness. We're still waiting. Will we get it? Yes, we will. But we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait another week for the hour special.
Oh, I'm waiting for
the
it.
The hour climax of the JoJo Part 5. And then it's over.
Is this a traditional thing for JoJo?
No.
Or is this just a random thing?
This is a random one-off event.
Now, why is that?
I don't know. I don't want to get into spoilers, all that kind of shit.
Uh-huh.
We could get the Fugo extra chapter that was released years after Part 5.
Okay.
Explaining some things about Fugo, what happened, what's he doing. Could get that. We got the epilogue to get through. We're still going to finish the rest of this fight.
The driss of JoJo. Fugo.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're here to finish off. We'll leave the last round for the last episode. Who's it going to be?
Okay.
Pull up the first round. Trish vs. Lisa.
You know, how has Trish gone in this
I think Trish has had an easy run. Easy run for Trish. You know? Easy run. We got the classic 80s hype beast that is Lisa. And then we got the little girl that is Trish. Fashionable, yes. But come on, how can you deal
This is an obvious answer, Christian.
with the fierce elegance of Lisa? You can't beat it. This is obvious. This is the first obvious one.
Unbeatable.
Unbeatable. Well, she might be defeated by Dio. Who
It's a
knows?
spoiler, Christian.
We'll find out. Lisa easily wins this round.
Not a difficult one.
Not difficult.
Lisa.
Obviously.
To the semi-finals.
Quarterfinals.
Whatever.
Lisa's in the quarterfinals. She's going to go up against Dio. It's going to be a tough one. Now, round 2 is Bruno versus Jotaro Part 6. And here we go. The first tough one. Bruno with the classic swag. Jotaro Part 6 evolved from the school uniform. He's got the pants, but we talked about this so many times. The green is not the right green.
It's aggressive. The green here is aggressive.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Araki's fault, but we're judging color here.
Yeah. But then we look at
Jordan would have made it way further.
if he was pink and
If he was-
blue, but he's not.
Yeah.
Pink and green, can't do it. But Jotaro, what do you want to say about Jotaro's swag, long coat,
It's swag.
with all the
it's,
trimmings?
It's MC Hammer. It's 90s rap.
100%.
Early 2000s going on here.
Jotaro's in with the kids
In with the kids. I love the detail on the jacket. We've said all this stuff, Christian.
before, but
Bruno,
how can you go past the Gucci
the
suit?
Gucci man.
How can you go past it? Now,
What kind of material is this, Christian? Leather?
no,
Snake skin?
it's not a snakeskin suit.
The finest silk?
It's the finest silk, of course. Now, we talked about this before, but the tattoo throws it off a little bit for Bruno. Would you agree? The tattoo throws it off.
Who knows if it's a tattoo or not?
Is it a little bit of lace detailing? Is it a tattoo? I'm pretty sure it's a tattoo.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's like a heart tattoo. He's the man who always stayed gold even in death, and was rewarded by the heavens. Rewarded by the heavens. Death with angels and cherubs.
See,
Flying
God,
up to the
God
golden-
doesn't judge your actions, only judges your heart, Christian.
I don't know about that.
Apparently, according to JoJo.
Well, Bruno's actions are godly as well.
I mean, he's a criminal, you know.
But he's trying to get the drugs off the street. We're trying to get the drugs off the street, if you remember correctly, right? The little grandma got beaten up by her son because he's on drugs, and Bruno has to stop it, right? He can't let that happen to his people.
Now, what do you want to say about these two men? What are you leaning towards? What are you thinking about?
It's hard. You know why it's hard? Haven't seen Jotaro Part 6 animated. Have seen Part 5 animated. All the memories of Bruno.
The godly man.
The godly man, the man who always say gold. But it's not about the characters, it's about the fashion.
Highly fashionable.
See, Bruno's fashion, timeless. Classy. Jotaro, very much early 2000s. Very much too much. Very much. Alright? So it's going to have to be Bruno for this round.
Bruno is that runway nonsense that no one would wear in real life, alright?
But it's classy.
Which is high fashion.
Yeah.
There's no deniable. That's the undeniable high fashion.
100%. Now,
I imagine that Jotaro's gear is very expensive, Christian.
100%. 100% very expensive. Got gold chains flying off everywhere.
What does the Joestar family have in their portfolio?
He's a marine biologist.
Is it all real estate?
He's a marine biologist.
But is the Joestar family involved in heavy real estate?
Yes. They also own
real
the
estate
Speedwagon. They got technology. Speedwagon Foundation. They're in technology. They're in real estate.
Is the Speedwagon family dead?
I think there's a descendant running around.
Okay.
They're the secret weapons maker for the Jotaro family.
Sure.
Or the Joestar family. All right. Moving on to the heavy round bout. The Part 7 heavy round bout. Cowboy versus the Ascendant Man. This is.
We talked about these two all the time.
This is the heavy round bout.
For me, Christian, it all comes down
To the pose.
to attitude.
Exactly. The Ascendant Man.
The Ascended Man
It's too much for Eric.
dazzled, dazed by the godliness of himself.
Exactly.
He knows he's ascended.
We've talked about this.
And he's bored.
With life.
He's bored with everything else.
Exactly. Because he's
so
Ascendant.
great.
It's simple. It's classy. It's effective. It's high fashion. You don't wear this in the streets.
Not complex.
Not complex. You go over to Cowboy Man.
Is this some kind
very
of weird
complex.
plastic chrome situation going on?
Who knows? I doubt it. It's probably some sort of cotton. I would assume.
It does look shiny.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy shadows. But the heavy shadow. Let's just comment on the heavy shadows behind the head, and how much it adds to the attitude. It looks like he's on the runway walking down.
We know Rocky's a master.
It looks like someone just took a photo of him right there. Bang, put that on the cover of Vogue. Done. But
The flash of the camera, Christian, coming down the runway.
we cannot deny the detail
Of the cowboy.
of the cowboy. The hat, the face, the hair,
The
snow,
accessories.
the accessories.
The hair.
I said the hair. Alright? How can we deny the detail versus the Ascendant Man? This was a cover of V-Jump. So Rocky did choose these colours. Rocky original colours.
Oh, and of course, they're perfection, Christian. The color choice here is
100%.
top notch.
Everything works. We've got these weird sort of mist effects. How do you feel about those? Around the bottom. Do you think the rain / snow is getting in the way of this?
Minimal.
Minimal? I think it might be getting in the way.
I just think the Ascended Man.
It's too ascendant.
He's indeed ascended to the next level, Christian.
But this is indeed, right? This is indeed the heavy round bout of the Fashion God tournament. So we're gonna think about this now. Have we talked about the choice of the darker skin with the white? The amount of contrast, the perfect amount of contrast. It's amazing. It's
a tan individual, Christian.
very much so. With the white, perfect mixture. We didn't even talk about the skull goatee. Have you noticed the skull goatee?
I did.
It's too much.
Delicious.
The swept over hair. It's gonna have to be the Ascendant Man. Moving on. We have Dio versus Lisa. Now, is this the death of the best girl of JoJo? Could be.
Is this the death of the best man?
Is this the death? Oh, the icon.
Both of these two individuals.
Powerful in the fashion god realm.
Definition of JoJo right here.
Exactly. Now, do we have bias going on here?
We both love Lisa. We both love Dio.
That's true. Let's strip it all away. Let's strip it all back. Let's just
If
talk.
you strip it all back
Yeah.
and just talking about fashion,
Yeah.
this man has a heart cock piece.
I know. The iconography of this man. Even if we strip it all back, he's kind of got this weird genie aesthetic, mystical aesthetic.
Lisa, professional 80s businesswoman out in the town, ready to get her next sale.
Ready to get the job done.
High level real estate.
I'm thinking more Wall Street. I'm thinking wheeling dealing finance. During the cocaine days of the 80s. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe some banking.
Maybe some banking. High level banking. Who knows? Let's talk about the color choice on Lisa. The purple and yellow. The contrasting colors. But they're perfect blends of yellow and purple. The light yellow.
We're not going aggressive here, Christian.
And the deep purple.
Subtle here.
Subtle clashing colors. And then you have the polka dot white 80s jacket. Can we talk about how ridiculously long her legs are? Is it even possible for those legs to be that long? I mean, we got Joseph in the background doing with his legs, even bigger than her. This man's 8 feet tall. Look how. Let's talk about
the class.
The class and the proportions of this woman. Perfect. Araki went to his books, went to his archive of anatomy. Renaissance paintings, Renaissance statues, ancient Greek statues. Looked at the female form, and he came up with the perfect proportions. The head to neck ratio, the legs to arms, the torso length. Perfect. And then we move on to Dio, the perfect man. He did the same thing for the male form.
This man's cut out of stone.
Oh, chiseled.
The gold wristlets.
I know, that might be what takes it home. The gold wristlets, tying it all together. Cutting down on the puffiness of the shirt.
And getting down to business. Alright? Now, there might be a little bit of an error with this photo. Somehow Dio is doubled up in the background. I don't know what's going on there.
Which is weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Might be some sort of computer error, but we'll ignore that because that's what's not supposed to be there. Dio. The man. The myth, the legend. And we got...
It's basically stabbing your own heart.
I need a closer look. I need an inspection.
It is an inspection.
Lisa. It's a weird...
Very strange.
Compositing errors. Alright. Do I enjoy
What?
the pose of Lisa more? It's almost like she doesn't give a fuck. You know? Dio, very much smug, self-confident. Right? But that's what fashion is about. Fashion is just about confidence. Dio acted smug, acting self-confidence. Lisa doesn't give a fuck. Just like the Ascendant Man. Is Lisa the Ascendant Woman?
What do you think about that? What do you think about that
It's an
argument?
interesting take.
What do you think about that argument?
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're wasting time. I think you're buying time.
For
you
what?
don't want to say it. You want me to say it.
I'm saying.
What do you want to say? Make your decision, Christian.
I want to say Lisa.
He wants to say Lisa.
In an upset, could Dio go down to the ascendant woman?
Do we have a tiebreaker situation, or is it all on you?
Convince me otherwise. Make the argument for Dio.
We stripped it all back,
We did.
but let's put it all back in.
Okay.
Dio,
Yes.
the icon of the show.
Sure.
And what is fashion, but not iconography?
Exactly. You make solid points. This is true. You do make solid points.
When you think about JoJo, Christian, the meme is a Dio. Everyone wants this man to return.
The meme is Dio. Dio is the meme. The icon of the show.
Road Roller.
Roadroller, the most iconic attack in anime.
They will do.
Greatest. You make solid points. If we put it all back into the package.
I don't think Lisa Lisa's fashion is strong enough
To defeat the iconography.
to defeat the iconography.
Alright. It's gonna have to be Dio. Dio moves on to the final round as predicted,
Which will be next week.
which will be next week.
The Ascended Man.
The Ascendant Man might. We still got one more round.
Do it.
Ascendant Man versus the man who always stays gold. Bruno versus the Ascendant Man.
Is an interesting one.
This is a very interesting one. Both similar clothes. White. You could see this on the fashion runways of Paris, Milan. On the covers of Vogue, you can see it.
It's simply, see, with the Ascended Man, it's simply too good.
It's perfection every way. That's the issue with the Ascendant Man.
There's nothing to poke holes at with the Ascended Man. With Bruno, we can talk about the haircut. We can talk about the tattoo.
We can, that's true.
Alright?
That's true, okay.
What's there to say about the Ascended Man other than, indeed, perfection?
Exactly. It's going to be the Ascendant Man. Bruno stayed in there. He had heavy bouts throughout the entire series. Versed Jotaro twice and came out victorious. A valiant effort.
A perfect example of fashion indeed beating iconography.
Exactly.
But your fashion indeed has to be strong.
Exactly. But the Ascendant Man moves on to the final round.
Can fashion perfection indeed
Beat
be
iconography.
the most iconic and solid fashion as well?
Exactly. It's not garbage. It's pretty great. It's great.
Tune in next week.
To find out if the Ascendant Man can beat
Ascend to the top.
Ascend to the fashion god.
Or will Dio
Status.
defeat this man?
Exactly. Alright. Tune in next week to find out the answer. Also, hour-long recap. How long is the episode going to be? I don't know. Get your questions in for the final episode of the JoJo show.
People asking questions. Will there be a show to replace this show?
When we find something,
Christian's the one, alright?
He's
He's watching Dr. Stone. He's not thinking about he's not interested.
it's good. I watched it this morning. The villain's getting more villainous. We got the female companion. We got the classic 2 men, 1 girl crew. Classic. In all stories.
Is there a triangle brewing?
No triangle.
No triangle. Not yet.
The main character's only love is science. Alright?
So the meathead is fine.
Yeah. You see, they're all good. But it's the classic triangle. The classic 2 boys, 1 girl. Classic triangle. That's classic. But Dr. Stone, it's not JoJo, right?
How could it be?
It's not JoJo. Alright. There you go. Watch the podcast this week. Great episode of One Piece this week.
Chapter.
Great chapter. We're going to be firing shots at people who complain.
On multiple levels.
On multiple levels. We're going to be firing shots. It's going to get spicy. Topic of the show is going to get spicy.
I was already thinking about topic of the show.
Alright, get ready. Stay tuned. Stay gold, baby. And Jake's is the Go King.